Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be looking at all the different scents in the Spring-Summer Scentsy 2022 catalog. And by all the scents, I mean we're not going to do them all in this one video. We're going to kind of break it up by category. So normally I would go from front to back of the catalog, which usually starts with fruity and then goes all the way down to the end. But because I was feeling spicy today, we're gonna start with spice. We're gonna start with spice and bakery because their smaller category. Spice only has 2 scents, thank goodness. We've had so much spice in the last season that I'm just over it all. But we are gonna go and do spice and bakery because they're kind of adjacent categories. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Spice, as we see in our catalog, only has 2. We have Welcome Home, which is just always there. And then Cinnamon Vanilla has returned. So let's talk about each of these. Welcome Home, warm and welcoming with cinnamon and spices, deep kind of like burgundy wax. And that's what it is. It's like the home spice scent, the generic home spice scent. Almost every wax company has a variation on this, and they all smell oddly similar. So I don't know if it's just like the Welcome Home blend and they all just have to have it or something, but yeah, you get cinnamon, you get spices. There's nothing else to this. There's no florals. It's not My Home or whatever the one was from the Bring Back My Bar collection that was more floral noted. It's just cinnamon spices. It's a okay scent. I'm not a big cinnamon spice person. But if you like that sort of scent in your home, just generally, you can't go wrong with it. All right, and then Cinnamon Vanilla has returned. It discontinued. Everyone was like, oh no, because it had been around for forever, and magically it's back again. And this is the inviting blend of vanilla beans, cinnamon, coconut, and cassis. I'm sorry, cassia, not cassis. There's no curtain in here. All right, so this is vanilla and cinnamon. I don't really get a whole lot of coconut. If anything, coconut's giving you like a creaminess. But it's a simple vanilla and cinnamon scent. And surprisingly, it's not overwhelmingly cinnamon from what I remember. Like, it's definitely cinnamon, but it's like, for me, it's bearable. That makes it sound terrible. I'm just not a big cinnamon person. Is it red hot versus sweet bakery cinnamon? Right now my schnoz doesn't want to really tell me. I kind of want to say like it's like the in-between. It's not straight up red hot cinnamon, but it's definitely not a sweet bakery cinnamon either. It's like right along the middle. I'd say it's airs towards the bakery cinnamon rather than red hot, but I think it's also because vanilla and then coconut help mellow the cinnamon quality a little bit. It's gonna, regardless of the type of cinnamon, it's gonna feel a little bit less pungent or bitey. So that's it. That's literally the spice category. And thank goodness, because our last spice category was like spice everything. And then other categories were like, but really, we heard you still like spice, so we're gonna throw it in every other category. Let's move on to bakery. Bakery has 7 scents, including 1 new release. And let's just dive through them. So first off, we have baked apple pie. This has been around. It's still around. It'll probably still forever be around. Flaky crust, apples, and spices combined in a strong scent. So my problem with this is what I got was more of like that. It's an apple and spice scent. I don't know that I get particularly heavy apples. I think it's more like spice and like warm pie scent. Is it good? Yes. Is it something that I need in my life all the time? No. But if you like a solid, safe bake scent, like it's apples and baking, you know? Baking spice. I don't really know what else to say about this. I feel like every season I end up reviewing this over and over again, so it's just kind of like, oh my gosh, here we go again. Baked apple pie. I wonder what that smells like. Yeah. So it's there. It's nice. It's not one of my favorites in the catalog. Like, I feel like other ones that have disappeared, sadly, were better, in my opinion, but that's okay. Next, we have Blueberry Cheesecake. This has been around since the dawn of the dinosaurs, too. Thick, rich New York cheesecake with a light graham cracker crust and delicious blueberries. Actually, this right now smells very much like blueberry cheesecake, and you get a lot of that crust note. So this is a scent that is like a love-hate scent. Oh, God, and then I smelled it a little bit more. I remember the hate part of it. So here's where it is. Like, when you first start warming, you get a lot of the blueberries. You get, like, the cheesecake profile. The problem that I tend to find, and that I've had some customers say, is that if you don't really love this version of blueberry cheesecake, it can eventually smell like a soggy, wet dog, or it can smell like, you know, sour milk or something like that. Like, the cheesecake quality of it, the tart bite of the cheesecake can sometimes come across a little bit pungent and weird by the end of the day or after warming it for an hour or two. It's like the onset is pretty strong and there and fairly accurate, but it's like as it lingers, the longer you have it, and it does linger for forever, it's a strong performer, your mileage may vary. Some people really love it. Some people can't stand it. I am of the camp where I'm like, if I need to warm it for a little while, fine, but I would rather not. But it's still come back, so I'm surprised we haven't found, like, a different variant on cheesecake. Like, I don't know, raspberry cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake, maybe not chocolate cheesecake, but, you know, clearly if people love blueberry cheesecake enough, maybe make a different variant on it. But just don't give it to me. Next, we have Clementine Cupcake. I talked about this in the new releases. This is a vanilla cupcake with like a lemon sugary icing and sort of a hint of clementine infused in there. This is not an orange cupcake. This is a vanilla cupcake with orange, basically, or with clementine in this case. It is sweet. It is very sweet bakery, so almost on the edge of cloying. So if you're not a sweet bakery person, I would maybe avoid this or use caution with it. The citrus, while it's in there, it's like it's still all very sweet. So I don't know how it's going to perform, but we'll find out eventually. I'm excited, though. Mocha Doodle has returned. This one got discontinued, and I was a little bit bummed out. This is delicious roasted coffee beans and cocoa balanced with sugar, caramel, and heavy cream. This is a really nice chocolatey coffee scent. It's not strictly coffee, but it's not straight up chocolate. And it's not, it's on the creamier side of things, creamier chocolate, creamier, like almost like vanilla chocolate. It's like a blend. But it's so nice. Like it's not cloying, which is surprising. And it's not just a strictly coffee scent, but it really works well in that interim between them, where you want sort of a coffee tone to it, but you also want like the creamy richness of maybe chocolate cream, you know, like it's a mocha, you know, or a latte even, rather than just straight up coffee or straight up like a bar of chocolate. I love this scent. It's in my club, actually, because I was really sad that it was just like getting discontinued, and I had finally like gotten around to getting a bar of it right before they discontinued it, and I was like, no, why did I discover you so late? But it's okay. It's back now. All right, Pink Sugar Berry Mint. I think they re-changed the category on this, because I feel like this was a fruity scent when it was first released. This was a scent of the month, I think, for like March something or another. It was with the Birds of a Feather warmer, if I want to say correctly. All right, so it's described as plump raspberry is delightfully dusted with sugar and the sweetest hint of peppermint. I still think this is more of like a cloying, sweet, fruity scent, but I can see why they put it in the bakery category, because it is really cloying. The sugar note on it is very much akin to like dancing sugar plums sugar. But it is a very, very, very sweet pink berry. Like this, in the mint, you do get a hint of it, but it's not like gonna give you bubblegum vibes necessarily. It's more of like a fresh mint, if I remember, fresh peppermint. But it's very sweet. It's kind of like pink haze with a touch of mint. And that's probably, yeah, it's that same sort of pink, bright berries, sweet sugar, and then you have like a hint of mint. Not one that I'm particularly fond of, but every now and then I don't mind warming it. I just wouldn't personally reach out for it, but it does perform well. It's a strong performer. All right, and then last two are returning Vanilla Bean Buttercream, decadent buttercream frosting made with the freshest butter, whipped with cane sugar and vanilla extract. This has been around also for forever. This is a very buttery vanilla scent. Like, it is Vanilla Bean Buttercream. So if you want a vanilla scent, yes, there is vanilla bean in it, but if you don't like butter notes, do not get this scent. It is very much buttercream that's flavored with vanilla, not the other way around. And the buttercream can sometimes have like a weird, odd, sort of like pungent, not quite sourish note, but depending on your bar and how long you've had it sometimes too, like this scent can be a little bit weird like a blueberry cheesecake can. So just keep that in mind. Then the last one is Vanilla Waves, sea salt and whipped vanilla crash into sticky caramel for an elegant fusion of opposites. This is a very cloying vanilla scent. But as much as it's a cloying vanilla scent, it is more vanilla than... I want to say, like, if you're going to pick a vanilla scent and you want it to be more vanilla and less other stuff, this one probably fits the bill better than Vanilla Bean Buttercream, only because Vanilla Bean Buttercream, like I said earlier, you get a really heavy butter note to it. Like, the buttercream is very predominant and you can't escape that. It's not just vanilla that happens to be like an icing or a frosting type. Vanilla Waves, however, is like basically a very, very somewhat cloying, sweet vanilla scent, and the caramel kind of sweetens and makes it, you know, again, that cloying quality. But I feel like it is more of a true vanilla contender compared to Vanilla Bean Buttercream. So, depending on what your preference is on either of those, that's kind of how I feel about them. You know, every time I warm Vanilla Bean Buttercream, for example, I'm just like, I smell buttercream. I smell buttercream and then vanilla, like in that order every time. So, so I would recommend, if you're looking for more of that vanilla note, like I said, Vanilla Waves. And there you have it. That's it. That's the 7. I am not a big bakery person. I'm not a very big spice person. I have some favorites in each of those categories. I do like Mocha Doodle, I will say that much. So that one it's probably my favorite in the bakery category that we have currently. But other than that, like, I usually don't gravitate towards these two categories as much. But yeah, I hope this is helpful. Hopefully, if you have some favorites, are you excited that Cinnamon Vanilla is back? I am excited that Mocha Doodle is back. That's my one that I was like, yay, cool. But yeah, that is bakery and... Oh my god, spice. Okay, clearly I need to go and like move around a little bit and get my brain jogged. All right, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you in our next set of categories. Have a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye.